Hello, myself Kalpana Chaudhary, Department of Chemistry, RBNB College, Srirampur. Today we are going to see what is meant by free expansion work in chemical thermodynamic topic. Now we know that pressure volume type of work is given by the formula W is equal to minus P external into delta V. Now here when gas expands in vacuum, no work is performed by the system. When gas expands in vacuum, then there is no opposing force is present, that is P external is not present, and hence here as opposing force is not present, that means when gas expands in vacuum opposing force is not present, and hence here the work done obtained is 0, or we can say that no work is performed by the system when gas expands freely in vacuum. No work is performed by the system when gas expands freely in vacuum. So free expansion type of work is always 0. So let us see the next concept, units of work and heat. Heat is the form of energy. Now let us see the first conversation, that is 1 joule is equal to 1 kilogram meter square per second square, and it's also equal to 1 Pascal meter cube. And from this relationship we can write here 1 Pascal is equal to 1 kilogram per meter per second square, and also we know that as W is equal to minus P external delta V. This is the pressure volume type of work, and if P external is expressed in terms of bar and change in volume, or that volume of the system is expressed in terms of decimeter cube, then here we have 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 5 Pascal. That means here as 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 5 Pascal, here we know that 1 Pascal is equal to 1 kilogram per meter per second square. So here we can write 10 raised to 5 kilogram per meter per second square. Now here if we multiply this 1 bar, by decimeter cube into 1 bar, then here we will get decimeter cube into 10 raised to 5 kilogram per meter per second square. Now here we know that SI unit of volume is meter cube. So here we can convert that in the form of meter cube. Here if we multiply 10 raised to minus 3, then here this decimeter cube is converted into meter cube, and here 10 raised to 5 kilogram per meter per second square. So here this minus 3 that is get cancelled here, and we'll get here 10 raised to 2 kilogram. This per meter is get cancelled, we'll get here meter square per second square. That means here we know that here 1 joule is equal to 1 kilogram meter square per second square. So here we can write this form decimeter cube bar is equal to 100 joule. Is equal to 100 joule. So these are the units of work and energy. These can be interconvertible to each other. As here W is equal to minus P external delta V. If pressure is expressed in terms of bar, volume is expressed in terms of decimeter cube, we can convert that in the form of these are the different forms of the units of work and energy. Now let us see the concept of maximum work. Now here we have to see what is meant by that concept of maximum work. We know that the pressure volume type of work is given by W is equal to minus P external into delta V. Now here we know that when that external opposing force becomes infinitesimally greater than the pressure of the gas, then processes get reversed. And hence here from this equation we can say that when opposing force reaches its maximum value, the maximum work is performed by the system to overcome the external opposing force. And hence here we can say that there should be a negligible difference between pressure of the gas and opposing force. And so here if P be the pressure of the gas, then here that should be equal to P external. That means here there should be negligible difference between pressure of the gas and external pressure applied on the system. And here when this happens, then processes get reversed. That means here when maximum value of P external is obtained, processes get reversed, and at this stage system forms mechanical equilibrium with the surrounding. And hence here we can get here P minus delta P is equal to P external, and also we can write P external is equal to P minus delta P. And hence here the work equation becomes W is equal to minus into bracket P minus delta P into delta V. And this is happens only when processes get reversed. Process get reversed when external pressure reaches its maximum value. At that stage system makes that mechanical equilibrium with the surrounding, and here work obtained, that will be W is equal to minus P minus into bracket P minus delta P into delta V. Now let us see what is the expression for maximum work. Consider n moles of an ideal gas enclosed in a cylinder, and that is fitted with a movable, rigid, frictionless piston, and the gas enclosed in a cylinder that is having pressure P and initial volume V1. Then here what happens when external force get infinitesimally smaller? Then here gas starts to expand, and expansion takes place in various steps. When the applied pressure, that is P external, that becomes infinitesimally smaller than the pressure of the gas. Then here expansion of gas in the container takes place, and in every step very small volume increase takes place. In the first step, let us hear how the dV be the increase in volume in the first step. In the second step again here that volume is increased by the amount dV in the second step, and likewise the process is get continued, and when the volume V2 final volume is obtained, then here that process stops. That means here when the pressure of the gas falls nearly equal to external applied pressure, then here the volume of the system obtained will be V2, and the work performed by the system, that should be maximum, because here maximum value of P external is obtained. Now let us see here the small work done during each step. During each step, let us here dW is equal to minus P external into dV. This is the work done in a single step. This is the work done in single step. And we know that there is very negligible difference between pressure of the gas and external pressure. And so here if we use this value in the equation first, then here we will get dW is equal to minus into bracket P minus dP into dV. Now by solving this equation we will get here minus into bracket P, so minus P, minus minus will become plus dP dV, dP dV. Now here as dP, that is the negligible difference between pressure of the gas and external applied pressure, and hence here dV, that is also very small increment in the volume when gas expands in a single step. So here this product dP into dV, that is negligible, and so we can write this equation dW is equal to minus P dV. Now here this is the work done in a single step. Now here we have to obtain maximum work done by the system when gas expands. Now here if we do sum of all the steps, then here we will get the required maximum work. And so we have to integrate this equation with respect to proper limits, because volume of the system that changes from V1 to V2, and here we have to do all the sum of all the work done in each step. So here by integrating above equation we will get here integration from initial step to final step, and here integration volume that is variable from V1 to V2 into minus P dV. Now here according to ideal gas equation, we have PV is equal to nRT, or we can write P is equal to nRT upon V. And by using the value of pressure in this integrated equation, we will get here W max is equal to integration from initial step to final step of that dW is equal to here integration varying from V1 to V2 minus sign as it is, value of pressure is nRT upon V into dV. Now where that small n be the number of moles of ideal gas enclosed in a cylinder, R that is gas constant, and T temperature of the system, that is also constant because the system is isothermal in nature. And so by taking that constant outside the integration, we'll get here minus n RT limitation that varies from V1 to V2 1 upon V into dV. Now we know that integration of 1 upon V with respect to dV, that is ln V, that means log that base 10 E. So here we will get minus nRT into ln V, and limitation varies from V1 to V2. Now here after solving that, we will get here W max is equal to minus nRT. Now here ln V limitation varies from V1 to V2. So here we can solve this bracket upper limit minus lower limit. And so here we'll get ln V2 minus ln V1. Or here as ln V2 minus ln V1. So we can write that as a ln V2 upon V1. So here minus nRT ln V2 upon V1. Now ln means that is the log to the base E. So here by changing that ln to the base 10 of that log, so here we'll get 2.303 log to the base 10. Here log to the base E, that is ln, is always equal to 2.303 log to the base 10. And so this equation W max is equal to minus 2.303 nRT log to the base 10 V2 upon V1, and this is the required relationship for maximum work done in an isothermal process, and the process is reversible also. And this equation is with respect to volume of the system. Now here we know that at constant temperature we can also write at constant temperature P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, or we can write V2 upon V1 is equal to P1 upon P2. Now by replacing this V2 upon V1 in this W max equation, we can write the equation of W max is equal to minus 2.303 nRT log to the base 10 P1 upon P2. And this is the required equation for maximum work done by the system with respect to pressure, and this is with respect to volume. Here expansion type of work is obtained when the process is reversible and process is isothermal. So thank you.